Welcome, everybody. That's a great new intro that Shane just got us into on the Steelers Dynasty podcast. Hey, I'm your host, Bubba Brewer. And hey, since the Steelers are in the off season, we are going to make this video about the opponents that the Steelers will be facing in 2025. It came out this week. Look, there's not a lot of Steelers stuff. That's out there because this right now is a very slow time for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're not doing anything. Everything is still status quo. We don't have a quarterback yet. Mike Tomlin is still the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. There is no crazy trades with TJ Watt. So there's a lot of clickbait. There's a lot of stuff going on. Nothing is out there that is real and legit, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a lot of stuff this off season to go through. And we are going to bring you videos when we can get them out to you guys. So we appreciate you guys. Hit that like and subscribe button for the Steelers Dynasty podcast. So the Steelers, they got the opponents for 2025. I looked over it. It wasn't and is not as bad as last season's. That gauntlet was brutal. We lost the last 5 games. No offense showed up. You know, we have to get an etch-a-sketch and um, go back into the training mode and go back into the lab and see what we can produce to get points, to get wins, and to get a playoff victory, which would be great. So here we go. There's the 2025 season of opponents. So they're at home against, of course, their division rivals, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Browns. So those will be, three division opponents. We don't know how that'll go. I have no idea in this 2025 season. So we also got maybe the Super Bowl champions, maybe the Buffalo Bills. They'll be coming in town. The Packers, that were a playoff team. The Miami Dolphins will be coming in town. The Minnesota Vikings, who were in the playoffs, and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, let's look at it this way. That's a real good home schedule for the Steelers. That is a great home schedule for the Steelers. I know when we're going to make our picks, coming here in about 5-6 months from now, before August, the hardest team is probably going to be Buffalo because Buffalo has our number. The Packers are coming on strong, and also too, the revenge of the Cincinnati and Ravens of the last part of 2024 season. So we'll see what we can get, but those will be our home games this year in 2025. If you can get tickets, hey, look, go down to the Terrible Tailgate. You'll have a great time if you can get tickets. I'm telling you, Kevin Adams puts on a great party, great atmosphere, and all that. So let's get back to, okay, once again, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Browns. We will go to Chicago. We will go to see Dan Campbell. We'll go to the Chargers to run into Justin Herbert. And to end it all, 2 more teams, the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. We'll go to New York, the Big Apple. So this time we go up to New England, and I don't even know, and I can't remember the last time we won in New England. I have no idea. I think it was when Tom Brady went out with injury that year. I think he tore his Achilles or something like that, or he had an ACL tear. That was the only time I think in a long time that we went up to New England. So Going up to New England, minus Tom Brady, minus Bill Belichick, will be a little different. We haven't had the Patriots number, even though the New England Patriots have been not the New England Patriots of old. They are rebuilding, but they have beat us the last 2 times that we played them. We played them at home. So we got to go up to New England. We got to go up to New York. We got to go to Dan Campbell. He's got 2 new offensive. He got an offensive. He needs an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. I think as of this video, I think Randall Hill will be the offensive. Randall L, not Randall Hill. Randall L will be the offensive coordinator, I believe. And that's a high-powered offense. That defense will be recovered. And going to Detroit is not going to be easy at all. Chicago, if they sign Justin Fields, that could be his return. But right now, like I said before, we don't have a quarterback. So, this schedule is not as brutal as last year's. But you got to go to, Baltimore. We're 0-2 in Baltimore. We got our asses kicked in that playoff game. And Cincinnati's going to be rough, and Cleveland's going to be rough. So we shall wait and see. The 2025 schedule is who we're playing, the opponents. The schedule will be out in a couple months. We'll know when we're playing, how many prime time games we get. We're going to get a couple because, we got into playoffs. The Pittsburgh Steelers is always good for prime time. Now is the course, is the offseason, who we cutting, who we keeping, who we signing. I don't know, guys. This is going to be a 2025 offseason like I've never seen it because, like I said, right now, we do not have a quarterback under contract except for third-string quarterback Skylar Thompson. Allen is the third-string quarterback, has not even been signed either, and they're probably going to they just let him go. Russell is talking that he thinks he's coming back, but nothing is set. I don't know. I have no idea. And it is what it is. So that is something that I wanted to put out, though. The Steelers' opponents for 2025. I think it's not a hard schedule, but also too, what and how can Mike Tomlin get his soldiers ready for battle this year, because losing the way they did in the playoffs and everybody is looking for changes. And as of right now, there's no changes. And the standard is the standard. The standard is just have a winning season and lose right now, first round in the playoffs. And that's not good. And I just saying, people, I'm a diehard Steeler fan. And it's not, we're going to have, hopefully we sign a big free agent and we fill the spots. We draft good. That's coming. We'll see who we can get in the draft. I'll do some mock drafts and stuff like that. But I feel this schedule is not as hard as last year's. Last year was brutal. We got a couple teams we might have the Buffalo Bills. They might be coming and they might be the Super Bowl champions. And if they come in, that's going to be a hard one to play against because Josh Allen is all that in a bag of chips. So, but like I said, guys, that's who we're playing. One more time. I'll go through it again. The Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, the Bills, the Packers, Colts, the Dolphins, Vikings, and Seattle at home. Now away is the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Bears, Lions, Chargers, Patriots, and Jets. So we shall see how it goes. So just stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't to Steelers Dynasty Podcast. We talk Steelers football, myself and Shane, and we make it as entertaining as two individuals can. I'm more passionate. I'm a diehard Steeler fan. Shane is more of the realism. He's the real Steeler fan that will take losses and tell you that we're not that good. And I'm living on a fantasy world where I think we're the greatest thing going in the world, but we can't win a playoff game, and I have to rethink a lot of stuff. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into this video. I'll have more, and peace out. Have a good one.